Okay.
So it's one.
Is that you? That's your question, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's one a foul and one not then?
One's a foul and one's not a foul.
Pass interference in football.
Similar to that, yeah. Is that what somebody else's question was over here? Somebody else had their hand up. Go ahead.
Can you demonstrate on that call, so if you do call the offensive foul,
Mm-hmm.
mechanics-wise, what that call looks like?
Like at all, like he throws his arms off of that.
You're the official, yeah, you make that call.
I'm probably going, boop, offensive foul. And I'm just going to like point, and I get to the table. If it's on 14, I'll probably demonstrate what he did, me. For you guys, you probably just need to call it an offensive foul. Like you could call it, trying to stick within the rule book, you could probably call it a push and a team control foul. That's probably the safest bet for you to call that. If you get, for intramurals, Eric would probably allow you to say offensive foul, and when you got to it, and you show them what he did, because that's what they're going to want to know, right? What do you do? What do you do? Because it's off ball. But no matter what, you have to be loud, and you have to sell this. So all of a sudden, if he throws his arms off, boop, 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 offensive foul. You got to be loud and sell that play. That's what we're going to talk about, court presence. Because if you just go, boop, and nobody knows what you have until 14, offensive foul. Is that believable? Off ball. Is anybody looking off ball other than the referees? And maybe they're not looking off ball, right? So that's a play that we have to have good court presence. Go ahead.
All right, this is kind of a question I've always kind of wanted to know. But I've been taught that when the hoop's behind me and the ball's over here and I'm help side, and I'm guarding a guy who's coming full speed, can I get him with the arm bar and keep my hand up? Can I meet him?
Can I wait and talk about that? Because I actually have some good points on exactly what you're talking about.
I've always been taught to meet him right here.
Right, so let's go ahead. So you're cutting, you're cutting. I cannot impact, same thing. Now, if I meet him, go ahead, and I put this, and I just use this for a guide so I know where he is, legal. Running, go ahead. I cannot knock a cutter down. I know that's exactly what you were taught to do, is to knock down cutters, right? I mean, that's how, is that what we're talking about?
But I mean, if I get to a spot where then he's going to come into me, but I'm not pushing. I'm just making contact with him like that, right?
That's
there.
legal.
But can I stand my ground and make him run through me?
As long as you've maintained something that's legal. But I cannot, again, cutter, he can go from point A to point B, right? So I cannot impact his rhythm, speed, balance, quickness with a forearm because I cannot use contact with my arms and that be legal. I can put an arm on him to maintain and to get a feel for where he is, but I cannot impact rhythm, speed, balance, quickness. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
It seems outside of what you're used to, I'm sure. It's kind of outside the box. So I guess for the next hour and 15 minutes, I'll ask you to think outside the little box a little bit. And if you think I'm full of crap, you think I'm full of crap, and you can go back to where your record is. I mean, it ain't going to impact me. I'm just going to try to give you things that help, and I'll try to do things that are defended by rule. And you'll have to determine if they fit your game or not. I mean, you can use that determination. Go ahead.
You couldn't stand there and hold your ground while he's cutting. Like, if he has that ability to move freely, like, how is that different from taking a charge?
You're okay. There's a difference because in order for there to be an offensive foul, I have to establish a legal guarding position prior to that. Okay? So if him running and me sticking my arm out is not a legal guarding position. Him running, and if I get 2 feet torso and I'm in his path prior to contact, then that contact is on his responsibility. The other thing is if he's running, I cannot just jump in front of him without him having the opportunity to stop and or change direction. So that's the difference between an offensive foul and me knocking down a cutter to reroute him. Because that's the purpose of probably why you were taught that, is because you want to slow him up and you're preventing him from getting to there, to there. That's why that's taught. It's taught illegally. We haven't done a good job of refereeing those plays over the years, so that's why it's still in the game of basketball. Go ahead.
Sorry for another one, but
No, you're all right.
say someone's coming into me, I'm taking the charge, but I'm actually like side saddled. He comes into me and I'm set, not moving at all, and he runs me over. Is that still a charge?
We're going to talk about block charge plays and 2 screens, so I will hold you up on that one because I have 3 block charge plays on video, and I think think I can correctly get you guys through that. We'll talk about screens briefly. Similar stuff to like legal guardian position, that screeners must stay within their framework, which is shoulders or stance shoulder width apart. Screener may face any direction. They must be stationary. They must be within their framework. While setting a screen to the front/side, which means you're within the vision of the screener, the screen may be anywhere short of contact. While setting a screen from behind or a blind screen, the screener must allow the opponent to stop and or change directions. The defensive players being screened may not use their arms, hands, or force their way through the screen or to move the screener out of their way. I'll show 2 video examples, and then I'm sure you guys have some case plays here. We are going to watch this young girl right here. Who has an illegal screen? Who does not have an illegal screen? That's good. Why do we have an illegal screen? In the blue shirt in the very back. I haven't heard from you yet. Why was that an illegal screen?
She didn't look like she had her, she wasn't holding her position. She moved into the opponent's position.
So she did not remain stationary? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Let's look at that again and see if we can defend that by rule. So we're going here. Okay. Right now she's okay. She's allowed to set a screen. At this point, as the defender moves, if I even just draw her framework, it looks like it's about right there. Okay? I'm a little off. But her defender's behind her, right there. Okay? And as this play progresses, she does not remain stationary. She clearly goes outside of her framework, and she drills that girl, right? And we don't have anything. That was us in 2010. We were letting things like that go. Think this classifies as calling the obvious? Definitely, right? Questions on that play? So you could say she didn't stay within her framework too, and that would be something. So same thing as a guy goes by and chicken wings somebody or gets real big, that's illegal. You cannot do that. Another play. We're going to look up here. Can you guys see that? Up to the top of the screen.
What's the mechanic?
Illegal screens. Illegal screens are you can signal a block, and then your team control mechanic is just like a fist out in front of you. So normally, if you have an illegal screen, you're gonna blow your whistle, point the direction and how it's gonna go, and you can signal a block because that's gonna be the closest thing that you can use to an illegal screen. Sound good? Watch this play. This is from the Pac-10 tournament last year. It involves this guy right here. A little bit more subtle. See if you guys got. Who has the illegal screen on that play? Who does not? What about you? You didn't have a vote, so.
I think it was illegal. I think you kind of like moved his hip into him.
Okay, so what is that by the 3 guidelines that we gave you for screeners? What would that be considered?
He didn't stay within his framework.
Very good. So if a player came up to you and said, "Why did I do wrong?" You would say,
Didn't stay within your framework.
pretty easy, right? So if you use terminology like that, so that's why we're trying to simplify definitions as we go here, it gives you easier responses, and you tell them exactly what they did. You didn't stay within your framework. Well, what in the world is that? You hip check. You stuck your hip out. You got to stay within your shoulders to your feet. Okay? Questions on screens? Go ahead.
Can you go back to the